An unusual luminous sphere has been captured on video hovering near the Sun. Groups that investigate unidentified objects have alleged that this is additional evidence indicating the existence of advanced beings. Oddly enough, those who saw the image said that this same object was seen a few years back, and noted that it appeared to be draining the Sun of its energy. Although NASA and scientists said this wasn't the case, and that what we were most likely looking at was something natural, that didn't stop believers pointing out strange facts surrounding the two events. Theorists have recently found footage captured by NASA's HelioViewer, which they believe depicts a peculiar spherical object drawing energy from the Earth's primary energy source. Over the years, there have been many reports of unidentified objects seen around the Sun. These objects, which appear as bright or dark dots, have puzzled both amateur and professional astronomers. While some people dismiss these sightings as mere anomalies, others believe that they are evidence of advanced activity. One of the most famous incidents involving these objects are the large round objects that have been seen close to the Sun, with some describing them as being massive black circular objects that can occasionally be seen hovering near the Sun for several hours. NASA's Solar and Heliospheric Observatory captured footage of what appeared to be a giant object passing by the Sun. The object, which was estimated to be several times larger than the Earth, was seen hovering near the Sun before disappearing into space. The incident sparked a debate among enthusiasts, with some claiming that the object was proof of the existence of advanced life. However, skeptics argue that these sightings can be explained by natural phenomena. Some suggest that these objects may be asteroids or comets that are passing near the Sun. Others claim that they are simply artifacts caused by camera glitches or other technical issues. Despite the skepticism, there have been many other reported sightings of mysterious objects around the Sun. In 2016, for example, footage captured by NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory showed a strange object hovering near the Sun. The object appeared to be moving in a straight line before suddenly changing direction and shooting off into space. There have also been reports of large objects seen during solar flares, which are intense bursts of radiation that occur on the surface of the Sun. Some people believe that these objects are attracted to the energy released during these events. While it is difficult to confirm these reports, many researchers are continuing to study these phenomena in an effort to determine their origins. Some scientists have also suggested that these sightings may be evidence of advanced technology developed by humans. They point out that many countries, including the United States, are currently developing advanced space technologies that could explain these sightings. Regardless of their origins, the sightings of large objects around the Sun have captured the public's imagination. Many people believe that these objects are evidence of advanced life, and they continue to study these phenomena in an effort to determine their true nature. As more advanced technologies become available, it is likely that we will continue to uncover new mysteries about the universe around us.
Engineers solve data glitch on NASA's Voyager 1. Voyager 1 is the most distant human-made object in space. It's approximately 14.6 billion miles away from Earth. It was launched by NASA on September 5, 1977, as part of the Voyager program to gather information on the outer solar system and interstellar space outside of the Sun's heliosphere. Voyager 2 was launched 16 days after. Voyagers 1 and 2 are referred to as the twin probes. Operating for nearly half a century, the two probes have gathered valuable data for NASA over the years. Voyager 1 made amazing breakthroughs in the field of astronomy. It made flybys of Jupiter, Saturn, and Saturn's largest moon, Titan. Voyager 1 is the first probe to take detailed images of the two gas giants' moons. You might be wondering where Voyager 1 is right now. The quick answer is that it is in deep space. It made it outside of the edges of the solar system and into the interstellar medium. Due to the great distance it traveled away from the Earth, it takes about 2 days to send a message to the probe and another 2 days to get a response back, so the real answer to the question on where exactly Voyager 1 is right now is that we will never know, at least not in real time. Many people are curious to know if Voyager 1 is still working properly. After travelling billions and billions of miles over the years, and considering the technology that was used to build it back in the 70s, it would be understandable if the probe breaks down and goes out of commission. Despite its age, it's very much still working, except for a data glitch. This glitch caused the Voyager 1's antenna, which is pointing to the Earth, to send garbled data. This issue started in May of 2022. NASA engineers found the cause of the glitch to be a misrouting of data. They later found out that this is being caused by a command generated by another onboard computer that had stopped functioning years ago. The team concludes that there is an underlying issue somewhere else in the spacecraft. This leads many to believe that this problem is a threat to the long-term functionality of Voyager 1. Voyager project manager Suzanne Dodd stated that the solution is simply to send a command to Voyager 1 to send data to the correct computer. Thankfully, the glitch was solved and Voyager 1 is back to normal operation. Scientists find remains of baby planets swallowed by Jupiter. The largest planet in our solar system, the fifth away from the Sun, and perhaps best known for its large red spot, Jupiter, the gas giant, is an interesting point of research, and whilst recently the planet's moons have been the star of the show when it comes to research around this planet, this time Jupiter itself is making headlines. Scientists believe that they may have uncovered a rather interesting aspect behind Jupiter's composition. The gas giant is more than twice as big as the other planets in our solar system combined. Though a June 2022 discovery just might be pushing us a step closer to figuring out just how this mammoth planet came to be quite so colossal. Researchers have uncovered that Jupiter has seemingly taken in the remains of baby planets that surrounded it, letting it become the huge planet we know it as today. Despite the large physical presence in our solar system, Jupiter is somewhat difficult to gain an insight on. The planet has an upper atmosphere that, whilst pretty, manages to conceal an awful lot of information. Jupiter features a stunning set of swirling clouds which have been well documented. It's what's below these clouds that we really don't know about. This new finding has come along following a clear view of what's going on beneath the atmosphere, giving us a glimpse at the chemistry working away within. Lead researcher Yamila Miguel, an astrophysicist at Leiden University, based in the Netherlands, explained how Jupiter, despite being one of the first planets to become part of our solar system, remains very unknown. In fact, we have almost no certain definitive information on the formation of the planet. The research in this new study was made possible thanks to the NASA space probe Juno. Juno was sent out on a mission specifically aiming to uncover the origins and evolutions of Jupiter. It's hoped that a clearer perspective on Jupiter could be applicable to plenty of other aspects of our solar system and beyond. It would seem that Juno is delivering on its mission to find out more on Jupiter, as the probe's gravitational data is what allowed us to take a peek past the clouds hovering above the planet. The team were able to fathom out the layout of the rocky substances down to the planet's core, where a whole host of different chemicals were uncovered. Between Jupiter's well-established status as a gaseous giant and the rocky materials seen throughout the journey to the core, some scientists have suggested that the chemical composition of Jupiter suggests it took in, or devoured, planetesimals, essentially baby planets, to push forth its own growth. Pluto has giant ice volcanoes that could hint at the possibility of life. As it turns out, secrets have been hiding on the dwarf planet Pluto's surface all this time. According to astronomers, giant ice volcanoes have recently erupted with icy sludge. This area on Pluto is completely unique compared to what astronomers have seen in our solar system. This new discovery was made possible with NASA's New Horizons spacecraft, which captured photos of Pluto's moons and surface in 2015. These images were used to observe Pluto more closely than before and led to the discovery of two prominent peaks that were thought to be icy volcanoes. This speculation was further proved by clues of erupted ice lava found in the images. While we tend to associate volcano eruptions with hot lava, ice volcanoes or cryovolcanoes erupt with water ice mixed with other substances such as methane or ammonia. For years, astronomers have been searching for evidence of these cryovolcanoes on other solar objects like the dwarf planet Ceres and Saturn's moon Titan. As Pluto has been long suspected of having cryovolcanoes due to it resting on the frigid edge of the solar system's Kuiper belt, these photos provide more evidence for their existence on the dwarf planet. The eruptions of slush are also expected to keep their shape due to the average temperature of Pluto sitting at minus 387 degrees Fahrenheit. According to the author of the study, Kelsey Singer, the icy material was probably more like the texture of toothpaste when it first erupted out of the ice volcanoes, but due to the extreme temperatures on Pluto, the liquid water quickly formed massive domes found on the region. Due to the lack of impact craters in the area around the cryovolcanoes that are usually seen on Pluto's surface, it is suggested that the ice volcanoes were active about 100 to 200 million years ago, a relatively short time in the grand scheme of things. This recent activity indicates to astronomers that the volcanoes may erupt again just as volcanoes on Earth switched from dormancy to activity. Astronomers know that Pluto once had a subsurface ocean, and the discovery of these ice volcanoes points to the possibility that they may still be present. This possibility of a liquid ocean existing on Pluto increases the once 0% possibility of existing life on Pluto to a slim chance. As Singer points out, there are still a lot of challenges for any organisms trying to survive there. They would still need some source of continual nutrients, and if the volcanism is episodic and thus the heat and water availability is variable, that is sometimes tough for organisms as well. Despite the challenges, this slim chance has been a giant leap in the knowledge of what we previously believed about Pluto. The oldest black hole in the universe. Many celestial bodies in the universe are old, but when scientists in 2017 realized they had found what could be one of the oldest black holes in the universe, they were understandably ecstatic. The black hole, ULAS J13420928, has a name just as big as its size. Astronomers were flabbergasted to find that the black hole, located millions of light years away, had a mass that's more than 800 million times larger than that of our Sun. Even more amazingly, the gigantic black hole reached this mass when the universe was only at 5% of its current age. The gargantuan ULAS black hole first came into creation a mere 690 million years after the Big Bang, a very short time in the relative time of the universe. The discovery of such a massive celestial body may teach us more about black holes and their massive sizes. This may shine a light on how the conditions of the early universe changed to what they currently are today. The black hole is also paired with a nearby quasar, and the bright display of light also takes a new record for the furthest discovered quasar. The record used to belong to ULAS J11200641, which is a distant 13.04 billion light-years from us, and came into existence around 750 million years after the Big Bang. It's believed that at the center of most, if not all galaxies, lies a supermassive black hole. These black holes are much larger than their standard-sized namesakes, and can reach anywhere from millions to billion times the mass of our Sun. Studies in the past have developed the idea that these massive space vacuums create huge displays of light as they devour local stars and other matter. These events are believed to create what we know as quasars, which are some of the brightest objects in the known universe. Because of their incredible brightness, researchers and astronomers are able to pick up and detect quasar activity from some of the farthest points in the known universe, meaning they are some of the most distant objects we know that exist. Quasars that are further away are much older in age, and the older and further a quasar is, the longer it takes for the light to travel to Earth. There may be 300 million habitable planets in our galaxy. Late in 2020, NASA claimed that recent evidence and calculations suggest that our galaxy holds at least 300 million planets that could potentially harbour life, with the closest being 20 light-years away from Earth. A team of researchers used old observational data from the Kepler telescope, which scanned the Milky Way to find habitable worlds. From that data, the scientists found that about 50% of the Sun-like stars throughout our galaxy system have planets with environments and sizes that might be capable of holding liquid water. 4 of these planets are within 30 light-years from Earth. They calculate that as low as 7% of these stars would have habitable planets, which leads to their 300 million figure estimates. The experts say that it could even be as high as 75% chance, which would then reach up to 3 billion planets. NASA's Kepler Space Telescope operated for 9 years as it searched space for planets that orbit other stars. Its mission was only supposed to last 3 years, but it managed to conserve fuel so well that it stretched 3 gallons into 9 years of orbit. It confirmed about 2,662 planets in our galaxy and proved there were more planets than stars in it. It gathered so much data that researchers had to use a computer algorithm to try and sort through it all. The algorithm still made mistakes and identified many false positives, so teams are currently going through the observations by hand to check whether any planet was missed or incorrectly identified. The scientists narrowed their search to planets that were of similar size or at least half that of Earth. There are many factors that result in a planet being habitable, but overall it needs to be rocky. Any planets larger than Earth are usually gaseous. They also looked for stars that resembled our Sun in age and temperature and data from ESA's Gaia telescope to review the energy output of these individual stars. This data can inform them whether the star emits too much radiation or not enough energy to sustain life. They can then observe whether water is able to survive in liquid form on these planets. With Gaia's details on the stars within the galaxy cross-referencing Kepler's data, researchers plan to determine which stars and planets have an atmosphere that supports habitability. But what do you make of these recent discoveries? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comment section below and help us grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.